Oi friends, Rin here. So today I want to talk about an amazing game and a beautiful game that I played so long ago. I played it 2 decades ago, okay? And I think it came out in like 2004 or something. Don't quote me on that, but I always come back to this game, okay? I play it, then I quit. I play it, then I quit. It's a constant back and forth kind of thing. This is because, I have so many attachment and memories to this game that it always draws me back in. Now, recently I played it again and I'm a month in. I'm still playing it, okay? But I want to give you guys an overview of how Maplestory is today and is it worth playing in 2022? And that's probably what you guys are here for. Whether you guys are new or returning to this game, I will cover everything for you guys to see if it's worth playing. So, to give you guys an idea, you guys don't know what Maplestory is. It's just an mmorpg, which is my first mmorpg actually. To give you guys an idea what that is, it's just a fantasy kind of game. So basically, you choose like your class. Okay, you can be warrior, a bowman, a thief, a mage, whatever it may be. Then you go on an adventure by yourself or with your friends. Destroy bosses, kill monsters, get stronger, and that's just the general idea. It's just a really fun kind of thing. It's a role-playing game. Now, today we're going to talk about the pros, the cons, and the conclusion, and my final opinion about the game to let you guys think for yourself if this is a game that you guys want to check out. So, to start off with the pros, okay? I want to talk about the animation first. The animation of this game is beautiful. I don't know how to explain it, okay? If you guys seen clips and gameplay of this game, the animation is just so cute, okay? The sprites are cute, animation of classes are cute. The background is very nice. I love the music. The background music of this game is so good. But the animation is really cool because there are many classes in the game and they have their own unique animation and it's just so smooth, and I really like it because it's unique to that one class. Now that brings me to the other point, okay? There are many classes in the game, okay? Back then there's only a few, but nowadays you go into the character selection screen, there's so many to choose from, okay? Whatever your imagined desires, it's probably there, okay? If you guys want to be like a demon, you can be a demon slayer or a demon avengers, okay? You guys want to have flying swords everywhere, be an Adele. Whatever it may be, it's probably there for you guys. So that's a really good plus for the game because I know a lot of games that only have a few selection and that really limits the potential of the game. But Maplestory have so many classes that you guys can choose from, and that's a really big plus for me. Now the next plus for me is leveling up, okay? Now you guys played long ago. If you're new to the game, don't worry about this, but you guys played long ago. Maplestory leveling up was tedious. It was horrendous, and I do mean it, okay? You guys be doing quests and killing monster, but the XP bar barely goes up and you're like, dang, this is not worth it, okay? That actually what makes me leave the game so often is because when you level up, it feels like a chore and it feels like a lot of work, and you're like, is this really worth it? It just feels like I'm working or doing a really long chore, so you just quit the game. That was it for me, okay? But nowadays it's great. Leveling is actually pretty easy and it's really fun because there's something called a terror burning event that comes back every month or every other month, but it comes back often. That's basically the idea that you guys want to know. But what this event holds is that every time you level up, you'll gain 3 levels instead of 1, okay? And that's really fast leveling. To give you guys this into perspective is that I played the game recently again, right? And I got to 200 under a week, and I'm just playing for fun, okay? You guys are a casual player, you guys want to play for fun, you guys should get 200 less than a week with that terror burning event. Now, if you guys are hardcore, you guys can probably get 200 in a day with a double XP coupon and stuff like that. But if you're just playing for fun, it's pretty easy to level, so that's also a good plus right there. Now, the other plus is that if you guys want to play a game with your friends, especially if it's an MMORPG, I do recommend this game. It's really fun with your friends because I returned to Maplestory and I brought Bia with me. She's new to MMORPG and she really enjoyed it. We're playing together and it's just a good time when you're playing with friends. If you're playing alone, we'll talk about that later on, but it's better with friends. Now, the final plus that I do have to say is that events. There are many events that are always going on. If you guys log on to Maplestory, there has to be an event going on. And the events are really inclusive for everyone to get. Okay, it's pretty easy, just like destroy 200 monsters near your level and everybody can get the reward for it, which is really nice. You know, it's not like exclusive to a certain players out there, but it's for everyone, and it's really nice. And there's always events going on, so you're not like missing out on anything at all. The other plus that I do want to talk about is that the servers. Okay, there's two different types of servers. If you guys played long ago, there's only something called normal server. It's just normal servers. Okay, but nowadays they introduce a reboot server. Now this reboot server is for the controversy of a pay to win kind of game. Okay, now if you guys did your own research or something like that, there's a lot of question that goes around, is Maplestory pay to win? Now there is some truth to that. I'll shed some light on that part, but the reboot server was introduced to counter that. Okay, so what the reboot server is that you play by yourself. Technically, it's basically a single player game, okay, which kind of sucks, and that's not my cup of tea. I play on the normal server, but you guys want to play a single player kind of Maplestory game, the reboot server is for you. The reason why it's a single player kind of game is that you can't trade. You have your own monster to kill. You can't, like, you know, share anything. It's basically just for yourself. Okay, and you know, progress is a lot faster in the reboot server than compared to the normal server. You get more XP, stuff like that. You know, you do more damage and stuff like that. And there's a lot of things that the reboot server that pushes the player to progress faster. And the reason why it's a single player game and it's not pay to win is that you rely on your time. The more time you spend in the reboot server, the further you guys are going to progress. That is, if you guys are using your time, you know, well. Now, the thing about normal server is that you progress slower unless you guys want to throw your wallet at the game, okay? That's the truth to it, okay? If you guys pay to win in Maplestory, it helps you progress faster, especially normal servers. And that's the thing, you know, you guys can do it, but you guys don't have to do it, okay? It's not like a wall barrier that if you guys don't spend money, you guys cannot progress anymore. If you guys spend money, you're just going to progress a lot faster than other players. Now, I didn't spend any money. And you know, you guys, progressing was pretty easy, okay? But it's just definitely a lot slower. Now, the thing about progression is that it's past 200. That's where the hardcore progression comes through. But that's not for this video. So basically, you guys want to play in a faster server. I mean, like a faster progression server. You guys don't have to pay money. Everything is based on how much time and dedication you spent in the game. The reboot server is for you. I play on the normal server because I like trading around, grinding with other players and stuff like that. Especially I play with Bia. That's the reason as well. Now, time to talk about the cons, okay? The cons of this game is that it absolutely sucks playing on your own. This game sucks playing on your own. And let me explain you why. It's not just because, wow, you can't play this game by yourself. It's just more like it's boring playing by yourself. You guys don't have this game you don't have anyone to discuss this game with. And that's why a lot of people say that, hey, this mmorpg is dead. This game is dead. That's usually the main reason, is because there's no players in that game that they can play with, you know, because if you're playing alone, there's no real goal to it, you know? Like, it just feels like you're just playing with no intended goal. But you guys are playing with friends. Like I play with Bia, we discuss like bosses, we do bosses together, we grind together. It's fun. It's fun that way. You're playing with someone. It's just terrible playing alone. And if you guys have a friend, definitely do play Maplestory. If you guys are trying to play Maplestory alone, I don't recommend. I mean, you guys can play the reboot server that we just mentioned to play by yourself. But you guys gonna get pretty bored really quickly, and you're probably gonna quit the game. So bring a friend along. It's better that way. Now the other con is that a lot of quests are obsolete now, and I do mean it. Back then you do these quests to level up and stuff, but because of like terror burning and stuff, questing, there's no point of questing. Okay, the only quest you guys will be doing is that to unlock bosses. Okay, certain bosses in the game, to fight them, you need to do a certain quest. And that's like the only reason you guys would do certain quests. But most questing and areas you guys would skip in general, which makes a lot of like areas obsolete, which kind of sucks, but it's just how it is nowadays. The final con is that there's realistically nothing after 200. And I do mean this respectfully, okay? For those that play after 200 and usually play a lot of Maplestory, I'm not trying to offend you, okay? But, you know, for those who play casually and, you know, to see if this game is worth it, there's really no content after 200. I mean, you guys can get stronger, fight harder bosses, but it's just the usual grind. It's gonna feel like a chore. I play a lot of MMORPG. At a certain point, leveling just becomes too slow, and it's just not worth it. You know, it becomes a chore. I actually recommend, you know, making other classes and experimenting with them. It could definitely be worth your while, because the more classes you make, the stronger all your other classes will be because of the linking skill, you know, because you guys can link traits to all your classes, which is pretty cool, but that's not for this video. So we're going to bring it to the conclusion, guys. Is this game worth it? I do recommend that you guys should try out Maple if you guys have not already. For the returning players out there that to see if you should return to Maplestory, I say give it a go, you know, but if you guys have a friend, bring them with you. If you don't have a friend, it's just not worth it. It's really boring alone, and and I do mean that sincerely, okay? I give Maplestory an 8 out of 10, okay? 8 out of 10 because it's really fun, you know, with the progression 1 through 200, it's really fast and it's very vibrant, okay? But after 200, it kind of dulls out, you know? You're just farming the same usual daily things that you do. No real fun content and motivation. Unless you're really dedicated, then yeah, but 8 out of 10. Maplestory is an 8 out of 10 game for me. I do recommend that you guys should try out. The progression is faster, animation is beautiful, many classes, fun things to do, and a lot of events. And that is my take on it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Maplestory. If you guys played it long ago, let me hear your stories and what your thoughts are on Maplestory. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Remember to do subscribe. And that will be it, guys. I will see you guys all next time.